Luka Doncic had 24 points in the first quarter. I mean, had 30 at halftime with 6 assists. The brother's looking spectacular and a clear, one of the top candidates for league MVP honors if he continues to look the way that he has looked.
What a start, though, by Luka, man. I mean, he lit the whole arena on fire with those threes. The Clippers, you remember all those years, how they used to dominate us for 4 or 5 years? We'd be sitting here like, they used a team that can play, can match and defend. And I just thought the role players, as you mentioned.
But the way Luka is looking, it just is something special to behold, make no mistake about it. And the Lakers are doing their thing right now. They could be in the mix. It would not surprise me at all if the Lakers win the conference finals.
The Los Angeles Lakers are rolling. 5 straight wins, undefeated in NBA Cup group play, and suddenly, everyone's asking the same question. Are we watching the birth of the next dynasty? But here's where it gets spicy. Stephen A. Smith just dropped a nuclear take on national television, and it's sending shockwaves through the basketball world. The Lakers aren't just good because they added LeBron James back into the mix. They're not winning because of some magical chemistry experiment. No. According to Stephen A., this entire operation is being carried on the shoulders of one man, Luka Doncic. And if Stephen A. is right, we're not just talking about a playoff team here. We're talking about legitimate title contenders. But can Luka and LeBron actually coexist long enough to win it all? Or are we watching a beautiful disaster waiting to implode? Let's break this down. Because what happened against the Clippers on Tuesday night wasn't just a regular season victory. It was a statement game, a declaration, a glimpse into what this Lakers team could become if everything clicks at the right time.
Yeah, I think we played a great game. I think they were hitting a lot of shots, especially in the first half. I think our fourth-quarter defense was great, better than all 3 quarters. So to close it out, it means a lot.
43 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. That was Luka Doncic's stat line against the Clippers. But numbers don't tell the whole story. This wasn't just about accumulation. This was about domination. This was about taking a rivalry game in front of a hostile Crypto.com Ariba crowd and absolutely torching one of the better defensive teams in the Western Conference. 24 points in the first quarter alone. That's not just hot shooting, that's nuclear. That's the kind of performance that has fans checking their phones mid-game to make sure they're reading the box score correctly. The last Laker to drop 24 in a single quarter? Kobe Bryant in 2007. We're talking about rarefied air here. We're talking about legendary company.
So Luka starting off, he's the engine, he's had a snake, but him getting his 40 points and then LeBron and Austin still looking like they're...
It's not just the scoring. It's the way he controls the game. It's the way he dictates pace. It's the way he makes everyone around him better while simultaneously destroying the opponent's defensive scheme. Kawhi Leonard, one of the best perimeter defenders of this generation, couldn't stop him. Chris Dunn, who's made a career out of being a defensive pest, got so frustrated he literally shoved Luka to the ground late in the fourth quarter and got ejected. That's what Luka does to people. He breaks them mentally before he breaks them on the scoreboard.
Of course, I appreciate it. I told him right away, thanks for having my back. And that says a lot about him. That says a lot about this team. So everybody got each other's back.
But this is where the narrative gets really interesting. Because the Lakers didn't just win because of Luka. They won because they figured out how to maximize 3 superstars simultaneously. LeBron James had 25 points. Austin Reaves exploded for 31. Combined, the Big Three accounted for 99 of the Lakers' 135 points. That's 73% of the team's offensive output coming from 3 players. And somehow, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like 3 guys taking turns. It feels organic. It feels sustainable. Stephen A. Smith isn't holding back on this one. He's going all in on the Lakers as Western Conference Finals contenders. And when you look at the landscape, it's hard to argue. Sure, Oklahoma City looks unstoppable at 17 or 18 wins and 1 loss.
Of course, Oklahoma City is still a team to beat. They're the reigning defending champions. They're like 17 or 18-1. Denver's right there. They've retooled. They've gotten a bit younger, and they still have Jokic. And Jokic has been the Lakers' kryptonite for years, but that was before Luka Doncic got there. But the way Luka is looking, it just is something special to behold. Make no mistake about it.
The chemistry question is what everyone's been obsessing over since the moment LeBron returned from his month-and-a-half absence. Could he fit in? Would his ego allow him to be the second or even third option some nights? Would there be enough basketballs to go around? The early returns are stunning. Not only is it working, but it's working better than anyone could have predicted.
So this is the first time I've seen him kind of like, okay, what do they need, and still be efficient without using all his energy like he has in the past.
LeBron is playing within the flow of the offense. He's picking his spots. He's not forcing 40-minute nights and grinding himself into dust before the playoffs even start. For the first time in his career, he's got the luxury of being a complimentary superstar when the situation calls for it. Let's talk about what that actually means, because this isn't just about load management or preserving LeBron's body for the postseason. This is about strategic flexibility. Some nights, Luka will be the primary engine. Other nights, Austin Reaves will catch fire and drop 30. And when the Lakers really need him, when the pressure's at its highest, LeBron can still flip the switch and take over. That's the kind of versatility that wins championships. That's the kind of depth that makes teams dangerous in a 7-game series.
We just played the right way, took open shots, but just stuck to schemes and got the ball where we wanted to get it, and we made shots.
Austin Reaves is the unsung hero in all of this. 31 points against the Clippers. And here's the crazy part. He only had 2 points in the first quarter. 2. He was ice cold. But instead of shrinking, instead of disappearing, he adjusted, he attacked, he got aggressive. He went for 29 points over the final 3 quarters. That's the sign of a player who's matured. That's the sign of a player who's ready for the big moment. The Lakers shot 45% from three-point range against the Clippers. That's only the 3rd time this season they've shot over 40% from deep. Think about that. This team's biggest weakness all season has been perimeter shooting, and suddenly they're raining threes in the most important game of their season so far. Marcus Smart is knocking down open looks. LeBron is pulling up in transition. Luka went 7 for 12 from beyond the arc after shooting 5 for 22 over his previous 2 games. When this team is making shots, they're borderline unstoppable. Here's what makes this Lakers team so fascinating, though. The ceiling is absolutely sky high. If Luka continues playing at an MVP level, if LeBron stays healthy and engaged, if Austin Reaves keeps being the 3rd star this team needs him to be, if the role players like Marcus Smart and Jackson Hayes continue stepping up in big moments, this team can beat anyone. On any given night, in any given series, the Lakers have the talent to compete with the best teams in basketball. The floor is also pretty scary. One injury to Luka or LeBron, and this whole thing comes crashing down. One prolonged shooting slump, and suddenly those losses start piling up. The margin for error is thin. The expectations are enormous. The pressure is suffocating.
I mean, the last few years, man, he was playing anywhere from 35, 38, 40 minutes sometimes. So having another mega superstar like Luka and having Austin Reaves, he's had some Kyrie Irvings, he's had some great players. But this might be the first year in his career where he's been able to sit back and not put in all his tools out of his toolbox. He's got other guys.
The national media is starting to pay attention. The betting markets are adjusting. The Lakers are currently being discussed as a top 4 team in the Western Conference, which would have been laughable just a month ago. But that's what winning does. That's what dominance does. That's what having Luka Doncic playing at a transcendent level does. The NBA Cup knockout round is next. The Lakers are hosting, which gives them home court advantage for at least one elimination game. They've got momentum, they've got confidence, they've got 3 superstars playing at an incredibly high level. But here's the million-dollar question that no one can answer right now. Is this sustainable? Can Luka maintain this pace for 6 more months? Can LeBron's 41-year-old body hold up to the rigors of a championship chase? Can this team shoot 45% from three consistently, or was that just an outlier night? The title conversation feels premature. It feels like we're getting ahead of ourselves. But that's what great basketball does. It makes you believe. It makes you dream. It makes you wonder if maybe, just maybe, this could be the year everything comes together.